So hello everyone, this is another episode of my vlogs. I know it's been a long time, but this time I'm going to recap my trip to Japan. I left for 2 weeks. I left the 13th and, well actually the 12th, but I landed the 13th, and I left Japan the 27th of June, that is. So in the end I ended up doing like a lot of themed restaurants, because that's something I really like cat cafes, vampire cafes, the Kristen cafes, maid cafes. I'm a big geek. I don't know if you noticed, but I used to have a Master Chief Halo poster in the back. I've got like Halo flags all over. I love first-person shooters, Resistance Fall of Man. I also like Japanese franchises like Shin Megami Tensei and Final Fantasy and all that jazz, so I'm a big-time geek. I'm a gamer girl. So I went to Akiba to get loads of princess makers. That's like a game where you have like this 12-year-old princess and you can make her become anything, and by anything I mean she can become a maid or an axe fighter or a prostitute. Like, it's up to you. It's a game for everyone. Like, it's nothing sexual or whatever. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed from Japan, was that a lot of the times PC games were kind of a euphemism for porn games, so it was kind of disturbing. But there were PC games that were not porn. I did do a lot of Lolita shopping. I also went to the Imperial Castle near Marunouchi, and the Imperial Gardens. So yeah, I'm gonna start by talking a little bit about what's the most interesting thing to you guys. Since this is a Lolita channel, that's enough about the rest of my trip. My boyfriend and I went with my boyfriend, and we got a hotel in Shinjuku, which is actually, you know, according to my experience, the best place to shop for Lolita clothing, because seriously, Harajuku wasn't that big of a deal, because in Shinjuku you've got the second biggest closet child, which is actually kind of easy to find. You've got like a huge crossroad with a railroad track like going by really nearby, and it's a little bit off. I filmed a video of it, so I'm gonna put the clip right after this. Hi everyone, I'm in Shinjuku, Japan right now. I'm really not made up or anything, but anyways, I just wanted to show you guys where the closet child is in Shinjuku. So here you have like a huge intersection with mega screens over there, and right before you have the Akomu right there. Where it's at, and it's on the second floor, because one of the things that's really impressive for Canadian, because here we've got lots of space and very few people. So, you know, stores, they're rarely 2 stories high, and if they are, it's the same store that's continuing on more than one story, like not more than one floor, not just like several stores. I think that Closet Child is like the 4th and 5th floor, or 5th or 6th floor. The first of the 2 floors is actually the Lolita section, so that's like classical Lolita, sweet Lolita. There's even some Himegyaru in Shinjuku, but not much. But I mean, it's a lot of baby, a lot of meta, a lot of AP, very little Victorian Maiden and Mary Magdalene. I did not see a single dress, so I was kind of disappointed. Also, really not a lot of Juliette et Justine anywhere. And the floor just above it is the Gothic floor, so and punk and kind of visual K. So you've got Algonquin, Atelier Pierrot, Moitié actually has like a big rack, so I was really happy. And I found myself the chandelier JSK in black and white for a really reasonable price. It was like 20,000 yen, so that's like $200, and I don't have to pay shipping or duty on it, so I was really happy. And there was a lot of variety. So that's a really good place to shop. Nearby, you've also got the Shinjuku's CandyOne, which is the CandyOne that has all the Lolita clothing in it. And if you want to get there, the easiest way is to take the Tokyo subway and go to Shinjuku Sanchome. And I think, I don't recall what exit you had to take, because there are like 20 exits to that station. I mean, Shinjuku is like a huge network of stations, so Closet Child really not that easy to locate with a specific metro, but I think there's an exit for the Marunouchi subway that was really nearby, but it's not so far from the CandyOne, so you could actually just like walk to there. And it's about 8 stories high, if I'm not mistaken, and almost all of those stores are going to be Lolita. So, and it's huge. I mean, I went to La Forêt also, which I will detail later, and it was much more impressive than La Forêt. So, and it was a really good place for Gothic Lolitas, because there's the Kera Angel shop at the highest floor, and it has like a whole moitié section and a lot of variety and a lot of classical brands. I bought a Mille Fleurs dress. I will, if I have time, I'll show you what I bought when I was there. So yeah, that's a really good place to shop. I went on a huge shopping spree. Also, they have like this policy that if you bring your passport, you can go to the floor at the bottom, the lowest floor, for the first floor, and bring all your receipts, and they would pay you back for the taxes, because you're not supposed to pay taxes. So that's kind of cool. And the taxes in Japan is only 5%. So that's about it for Shinjuku. I'm going to try to speed it because I'm going to talk about all the Lolita stores I went to. Then there's Harajuku. Harajuku has a standalone meta, Jesus Diamante, Innocent World, Bodyline. The Bodyline is huge. Really nice Closet Child, and there's also like there's guides on EGL that say that there's a used clothing store that's called Gothic Lolita that actually closed down. It was right across from the Closet Child, so that's kind of sad. But the Closet Child in Harajuku is the biggest one, and it always restocks their stuff. Like you can go like from week to week, it'll have a lot of different clothing. I'm sorry, my cat's like right in front of me and wants to be patted, so you're going to say tail again. The first floor is Lolita. It's like with the other store. The second floor is Gothic and punk and all that stuff. And the third floor is actually Emily Temple Cute and Jane Marple. So it's not like mainstream Lolita, it's more like cute girly clothing. But there are a lot of good deals. I got this hair accessory that was like not even $30. I also got the Lady Rose headdress that goes with my dress, and that was like not even $20. So shopping for Lolita clothing in Japan is much less expensive. I went to the huge Bodyline store, and it was seriously the biggest Lolita clothing store that I had seen so far. It was huge, and a lot of the stuff that they say is out of stock on their website is actually in their store, except for the shoes that I wanted that had cats on them. They didn't have that, but anyways, it was still quite an experience. A lot of people shopping there. It was like a Walmart of Lolitas, for real. The Innocent World store was really nice, but yeah, oh, where it's located, you've got this little street called Takeshidori, and it's like, okay, there's La Forêt, and then you turn left and you go down the street, and then you're going to see like there are two streets. One street that goes that has like an arch over it. It's written Harajuku Street, and it's going to lead you to Cat Street that's in the World Ends with you. And there's the Putumayo and a standalone H&O store if you go that way. And on the other side, it's going to be like, you're going to see it's like a stone pavement street that no cars go into. And it's only going to be clothing stores and type stores. And it's very lively. There's a lot of people, especially if you go on weekends or like Saturday evening and Sunday. And on that street, you just have to keep walking and kind of look up, because the Closet Child, their banners are always kind of up in the air, so you gotta look up. And you just go in a straight line, and you're gonna see it. If you want, there's also a Visual Kei Closet Child store. That's like, if you find the closet, I'm gonna put all the maps down in the description bar. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be as concise and precise as possible, but it's kind of hard. You find the Lolita Closet Child, and you just go, there's going to be like a street right across from it. It just goes like that, so it's going to go back on Takeshidori, but you go in that street, and in the back there's going to be like the Visual Kei specific store that has like CDs and stuff, so that's kind of interesting. There's a lot of good stores for accessories in Harajuku, but I personally didn't like it all that much. La Forêt is going to be on pretty much every map, because it's not only for Lolitas. There's like 15 floors, it's huge, and only like one floor really caters to Lolitas, and that's the B1.5 if I'm not mistaken. And there's going to be an Atelier Pierrot that has like Chantilly, Triple Fortune accessories, of course Atelier Pierrot. There's going to be some Victorian Maiden, really nice accessories. This is actually Triple Fortune. It's really cute. It's like a brooch that has like a clip that you can attach anywhere, and there's a chain. It's really gorgeous. I also got an Atelier Pierrot dress that has like a bustle that kind of goes up in the back, so you know, it's not their usual corset bustle dress. Really nice stuff over there. I'm probably gonna have to do a two-part to this video because I see the time coming by. So I did not find the Meta store. I looked though, so maybe I suck, but I had a map and everything and I couldn't find it. I did find a huge Jesus Diamante store. I bought some shoes, but in the Jesus Diamante store from CandyOne, because that store was kind of like the girl was so serious, and there was so much Himegiyara stuff just lying on the racks. It's like the collections from all the years combined. It's as if they never sell that stuff, you know? Really pretty stuff, very pricey. I fell in love with their coats though, so I'm probably going to try to get it on the aftermarket. So I think that's about it for Harajuku. The nicest Putumayo is in Harajuku, so even if you're not all that into punk, it's worth checking out because there's accessories that can be useful to pretty much anyone. So yeah, I think that's about it for the Harajuku stores. The Putumayo people even gave me like a little pamphlet with the maps of the like pop culture places to see in Tokyo, so that was really interesting. Next, I went to Ikebukuro that had a Closet Child also. It was the smallest Closet Child from all of the other areas, and it was kind of harder to find. I mean, my boyfriend is the one that read the maps. I just speak a little bit of Japanese, but I mean a little bit, enough to get around and to get myself understood and everything. So I'm the one who ordered in the restaurants and everything. My boyfriend was like, "Kora onegai shimasu," you know. That was cute, but he reads maps and he was very useful because I have zero orientation skills, so I would have gotten us lost. But he found the Closet Child and went up, and I only found like one cute Juliette et Justin Bolero, but apart from that it was like mostly sweet stuff. I mean, it's not worth checking out if you're gothic. Even if you're classical, it was like, oh baby. Really not that impressive, and it was actually the first The second one I went to, because I started by doing Shinjuku, then went to Ikebukuro. Didn't do Harajuku till Thursday because my friend was gonna go with me. She was in an exchange program, so we shopped together. Lily Pals shopping in Harajuku. Oh my god! So that closet trial, it's not that impressive.